Hi everyone. Today we will talk about Meta platform shares. Is it worth buying them now or not? So let's get started.
For starters, Meta Platforms remains a top company with excellent cash flow. Any criticism I make in this post will be of the spoon in the honey barrel variety. I'm not trying to bury Zuckerberg's company or cast a shadow on the future of his brainchild. But if we look at the details, there are some concerns about the short-term performance of Meta stock, and today's story is about that. So, what confuses me is that the price is near the highs, and we haven't seen a full recovery in profitability. Yes, revenue has rebounded, but the company's profitability has declined, mostly after the introduction of Apple's new privacy policy, which has drastically degraded the effectiveness of advertising on Meta's platforms. I also don't yet understand the company's feint to increase debt while they have more than enough cash to grow. Why take on new, expensive debt? Since the company is doing so well, and it doesn't look super expensive, by the way, why do insiders start selling off their shares again? The last time this happened was right before the stock price collapse in 2022. Speaking of price, analysts are forecasting earnings growth in the range of 20% per year. That's very optimistic in my opinion, but the current price is only in line with those optimistic forecasts. Any deviation of earnings growth from that target could trigger a sell-off. The company's only source of revenue is its family of apps. It's the largest social networks in the world whose expansion is already questionable. They've already captured the main core of the global audience. It turns out that it will be difficult to achieve profitability growth of 20% per year through expansion. Most likely, the forecasts are based on other factors, such as optimization of the company's work. Meta Platforms in this respect already has top margins, and it will be difficult to increase efficiency in any serious way. And let's imagine that competition in this segment will get tougher, and companies like Apple and Amazon will increasingly enter the internet advertising market, and the platforms on which Meta Platforms essentially has its applications will continue to tighten privacy policies, which will lead to a loss of effectiveness of targeting Meta. Of course, I'm fantasizing a lot here, but the point is different. There are more than enough factors that can affect the growth of the company's profitability, and any deviation from the 20% per year will lead to a revaluation. Now, the company is valued neutrally on profit, but slightly overestimated on revenue. It is quite possible to assume a correction here in the near term. If a recession starts, many companies will suffer, and even some of them will go bankrupt. This is a potential loss of clients for Meta Platforms, as it is companies that pay Meta Platforms to advertise their products and services. From here, I suggest as one of the options for the price chart development to consider a large plane of supercycle wave 4. In this case, subwave A of this plane was developing in 2022, and all this powerful recovery was wave B. I myself don't really believe yet that the price can go back to 100 share levels again. But to be honest, nobody expected such a rebound just in a year. Therefore, we mentally allow such a variant and will be ready for it in case of recession scenario. In this scenario, the price reversal may happen very soon, as there may be a diagonal in the potential wave C of the wave B zigzag of the big plane 4, which apparently ends in early January 2024. Personally, I am not shorting this asset yet, but I am watching the situation closely. If the fall starts, I will try to take a short on the first pullback wave.
That's all for today. I hope this information is useful for you. Please like this video and subscribe the channel. I plan to release more video about investing and trading. Bye bye.